Following the signs, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Sagittarius placements, really. This is a person on your mind reading, a little love reading for you. So this is going to be for those that have been, thinking of somebody. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Some of you could be born in 1986. Or some of you could have Leo in your chart, but I see you in the gym. Some of you could just be really focused on, physical health, gaining that strength in order to gain mental health strength. It's that, really throwing yourself into something. It could be really, feeling like you're having to carry some big tasks ahead of you and needing to get the, the courage to be able to overcome these upcoming things. A lot of you could be, just eating very casually. Some of you could be having fish and chips in particular, but it could just be really feeling like the connections that you're in are very short and sweet. It's very disposable, if that makes sense. You could be just very self-focused, as I said, at this time. Spirit, please tell us about the person on Sagittarius's mind. For some of you, you could be thinking of a Leo. What's going on in this connection? Please. And what is the mutual energy? What is the viability of the relationship? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is general, so do take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And if you're cross-watching for a Sag, well, there might be a message here for you too. Okay. This is one of those connections that could really quite have you in your head at this time, or has over the course of the connection. And I feel like you're forever having to really look through the cracks, if that makes sense, after you've had an experience with them. This person could also be really messy. This might be someone that you've, feel like you have to clean up after. And this doesn't have to be just general household mess. This could be someone that, creates messes in their life, or this situation or this connection has really caused mess that you're having to clean up after. But anyway, let's get into it. So this person's showing up. Nine of Pleasures. What are pleasures? Pleasures are wands in this deck. Yeah, but this is like a well-traveled person. This person could be from the land of the gods, or this person could really see themselves as a god in their own right. This person could be quite passionate about traveling or about history. This person could be passionate about Egypt in particular. Maybe this person is from Egypt. But this is someone that, they could have a very occulty sort of vibe. Like maybe this is someone that is connected to or feels themselves to be on somewhat of a sacred path. This person could be, seen in their own community as someone that, is, quite wise. And has a lot of life experience, so to say. They've got a lot of self-boundaries in place, but I really felt like I wanted to say self-imposing boundaries. So it's like they, this is someone that's got like this, their bucket list and like their set of life rules that they live by, like their own little moral code. or maybe like a bro code or something. I don't know. I just heard that. But yeah, so at this present time, they could just be looking at, what else is out there in the world. You're showing up here in the Knight of Tools energy. Some of you could be like editors. Some of you could be a professional writer. But, you're someone that when you speak, your words have power. They've got impact. And, maybe this is in a public forum somewhere. Maybe, you're very much in this creative space of like expressing what's going on in here. For some of you, you could just be like journaling, or for some of you, I see you writing a book even. And the people around you see you as someone like who's very good with their words. A lot of your friends and family probably call on you for advice when it comes to, how should I say it? Or maybe you're someone that does represent and advocate for people in your life. For some of you in the legal field, for some of you just in an authority position. And you're very quick-witted, often labeled blunt at different times, but I feel like here your energy is very much, just sharp and precise. You've got a lot of precision with the way that you speak and the way that you write. There's something to do with how you communicate here. Some of you yourself may feel like I express myself better through writing it out rather than having the conversation. That's for some of you here. Some of you could smoke. I just heard it helps me think. All right, so how you connect to each other at the present time. We've got the Ace of Drinks here. Some of you could have recently caught up over coffee, or maybe that's something that you bond over, a hot chocolate or a hot drink. And maybe this is a bit of a tradition for you guys. I feel like this is a connection where you are there for each other no matter what time of day. And this is like quite a warm, inviting connection. For some of you, this could be a friend. However, we did base it on romance, so maybe for some of you, it's a friend that you're developing feelings for. Your common base in this relationship is the Page of Meals. You're both very able to problem solve together, or individually as well. And you probably, you could have met this person by being served by them or something, or potentially maybe at work, for some of you waitressing. But you're both very optimistic, and this is someone that you build each other up when you conversate with each other. And you're both like very considerate of the fact that, we're all here still learning, we're all growing. Like, you don't hold grudges with each other. Sometimes there may be a bit of, immaturity with sensitivity to, what each other has said, and, learning and developing a way to understand that. Like, there could be a lot of times where there's miscommunication. And maybe this is due to because it's always written and it's never spoken. Yeah, we've got the Six of Drinks here and the history of this connection. So it's like this could be someone that you have known for some time. This could be someone that often reminds you to drink more water, or you remind them. But it's like there's a full cup here. You know, this person may be pouring into other connections and pouring into other cups. You know, this person could be showing up as, or no, I don't know whose energy this is, but someone here is showing up as a jug and someone's only showing up as a cup. And it's like the cup's full, but the jug is, well, I don't know if I'm going to be judged for saying it's half full, but like, let's just say the jug isn't fucking full, okay? It's not empty and it's not half full, but it's not full. Whereas the cup, like that looks pretty full to me. So there could be a bit of an imbalance in reciprocation in the history of this connection. And, you know, and maybe this is something that, you know, this person hadn't addressed with you, is that they were giving to others at that time, or they knew that they weren't filling you back up. You know, this Ace of Drinks could also represent there's a bit of a lack of boundaries in this connection, or there has been previously when, you know, or just a lack of knowing each other's boundaries. You know, we've got the Four of Tools here in your own history in regards to this, and maybe things you'd rather not show, or what you feel might weaken or strengthen this connection. So the Four of Tools, so it's like you've been healing and you've been, you know, you could say like altering yourself in your life, and, you know, you're changing things up about maybe the way you look, but also your thought process and the way you think, the way you operate, and, you know, maintaining positive thoughts over negative ones. And maybe you do hide from this person just how much you do keep this in your head, like what you suffer from or what you're having to heal from. But I mean, on the same pretense, you could also think it may strengthen, as potentially you don't know what goes through this person's head or what they've been through. So, you know, there is an opportunity to deepen the connection. The mutual bond here and the viability of this relationship, if it's worth having, and if there is a higher good to it. Well, we've got the Queen of Pleasures here. You know, someone could think like either you're a hot girl or you think this person's a hot girl. We've got like the brothel on here, the Queen of Pleasures. So there is opportunity for a lot of passion here, and, you know, short-lived fun. Again, open 24/7, but it's like there's not a great deal of commitment here. Pay in advance, cash only. It's like this is something that it's always going to take probably more than what you're actually going to get. And very transactional as well. Tell us more about that Queen of Pleasures, please, Spirit. Ace of Pleasures and the Ace of Meals. So yeah, it's basically like if you just want to have someone as an F buddy, then that's what it's going to be. And, you know, this could very much, you know, make you withdraw from this. A lot of you may need to take some time out to go fishing. Or that's what you're going to be telling this person. I can't do this. Maybe that's what you're currently writing. A goodbye. All right. Let's get something positive though. What next for Sag? Ship and the Sun. Yeah, a lot of you could be really getting something like rewarded for recognizing something else. Also, like moving towards your happiness, you know, setting sail to live in the past, like anything that used to keep you bound or stuck, and really moving towards what lights you up, what lights your fire. I'm hearing Johnny Cash. All right. I'm going to wrap this one up, Sag. If it resonated, if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to Following the Signs. Drop me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.